this is Crystal with Hattie's Hierophant, and I am your tarot reader. Scorpio, you all have been so wonderful and encouraging that I want to give back. And each sign is going to have an opportunity to get a complimentary reading from me. And all you have to do is subscribe and comment below. I will put you in the old-fashioned bucket of names and choose at the end of the month. And I will reach out to you on how we would get that reading to you. Otherwise, let's move on to your March 2020 general reading. And Scorpio, the center of your reading is the Emperor. And this is your overall energy for your entire reading. So this is going to affect your moon energy, your ego energy, and your immediate present. And the energy I get from that immediately is like a grandfather, father type energy, number one. Number two is I get you wanting stability. And not only do you want stability, I also feel and I see like opulence. You just don't want to have enough. You want to have more than enough, right? I see you wanting to be, like dressed the best in the finest suits or, with the finest clothing, with the finest jewelry, and not in a show-offy kind of way, in a way of, that one special piece, right? So if you're wearing like a suit jacket, it's a special piece, it's a Chanel that will last you for a lifetime, right? And that's what I mean by that. Not just stuff that you get at these inexpensive stores, but things that you can wear and go to the opera. And I just see like, and that's how I'm translating it. Whatever opulence and elegance means to you, that's the message for you. But what I see as far as me trying to translate it for you is I just see like dripping elegance. You want to go on the finest like vacations. You want to have the finest dinners. I feel like that's where your energy is. And in regards going back to that grandfather kind of energy, I don't know if you're a grandfather or if you have a grandfather that recently passed. That energy is coming in, and I see it a lot in your moon energy as well, really. And all I see are like just these 4 posts just to represent stability, right? It's almost like, once you have those 4 posts, you can build a house, you can build a tent, you can build shelter, I just feel like that's kind of the energy, the overall energy that I'm getting for your reading, Scorpio. And I'm sorry, I know I started going off, and I'm going to try to slow down a little bit here, okay? So now we're going to go into your moon energy, Scorpio. You see how I'm slowing down? And we have the 2 of Cups along with the Page of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So right away, for those of you who are perhaps in like sales, right? I see that you're going to be having a conversation, not with the boss, but like the boss before the boss. So maybe your supervisor or something like that is going to be in regards to your work. Perhaps work is going to slow down a bit for you. So even if it's not in sales, whatever an industry is in which the quantity of folks that come to you affect how much money you make or can affect how much money you make. I feel like that's going to slow down a little bit for you for March. So the message there is to, because I feel like a lot of you probably had a good February financially, or perhaps, you were able to have a good lineup for February. I feel like that if you had a good February and you're going to see that financial gain in March, hold on to that, because March is going to be a bit slower. It's not going to be like, dry up desert, but enough to where, take warning to just sock a little bit away to get you through April, because March was a bit slower. Hope that makes sense. And then getting back to that, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so partnerships and relationships even are going to slow down a little bit. But see, this is the message, right? It's just to slow down. And I find that, and I'm seeing a yield sign, I find that when Spirit is slowing things down, because not only is March going to be slower in regards to work and people who come into your industry, It's going to feel like it's going to move like molasses on a winter's day. It's going to move slow for you. Spirit world is moving slow for you purposefully. And this is a time to like kind of catch your breath, right? To kind of breathe it all in. That's the purpose of all of this. So for those of you who maybe, I don't know if some of you are watching that are a little bit younger. Maybe you have a grandfather kind of figure, or maybe you're not younger, but I just feel a grandfather type figure that's in spirit. That is, he's giving you messages. Yes, I just got the chills on that. So that's 100. So he's giving you messages. So whether those messages are coming through songs that you're hearing or messages that you're hearing from other people that you're like, man, such and such used to say that. And it just makes you kind of, look over. That's the message from that grandfather kind of energy. And I feel like it's a grandfather, unless it's a grandmother who was just like a powerhouse that has like that emperor kind of persona. I actually see a couple of those. Thank you. Yeah. Almost like a big mama Medea kind of energy, right? So yeah, you're definitely getting messages. You're getting them through friends, family. It's just, and they're little sayings. And when you hear it in song, you may even get a glimpse of a smell that reminds you of this person who's no longer with you, but watching over you. Okay? And they're watching over your partnerships, your relationships. There's an energy there of assisting you in a relationship. So whether it's with your children or with a husband or with a wife or just a life partner, I don't see it so much in work, but I see it a little bit more in relationships that this one has passed is helping you in spirit world with your relationships. Okay? All right, so we are going to come back and expand on your moon energy in just a minute. Let's go over to your ego energy, which I'm just now looking at for the first time. The Magician, the Chariot, and the Knight of Swords. Would you like to see it? So in your ego energy, you have the Magician, and this is where you show up, right? This is where we see you, Scorpio. And there's the Chariot. That's a huge success card. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So definitely we're getting some information. So like we were just saying, in spirit, how we're getting those messages, right? Because we have the King of Swords there. You are going to hear them in your ego. So I love that it showed up there too. So for sure, you're going to hear it from someone, from something. Those messages that or a phrase or a saying, you're going to hear it from, just the weirdest places. You might even see it in a book or a magazine. Okay. So with this, with this Magician card, so for sure, so this assistance that you're getting with your partnerships, it's almost like spirit, and even this energy that I keep getting, they're almost lining up these things for you, because the Magician, he's not only one who has all the tools in his toolbox to build whatever he needs to build, right? It's almost like that. He's the spiritual handyman. Okay, he opens up his bag and he has what he needs to build whatever he needs to build, right? But I'm also getting the energy of this, like these gifts that are given to you, right, from spirit. This is going to help you with those partnerships and those relationships. And I see it more in your ego energy, work related. So during those times where you think you don't have enough, right? Because you're going to start having a bit of anxiety over March moving a little bit slow for you. And it's going to start to worry you a little bit. This is a message that you don't need to worry. You have everything, right? Obviously, because we have that Chariot card, okay? And to me, even though that Chariot card represents success, and being able to manage those good times with those bad times, and you understand the marriage of it. It's also one of, you've been there, done that, and that's why you're able to step on that chariot, because no matter how many times you have been knocked down, and this is just in practice, right? This is just in life. This doesn't even mean that you were in an actual battle, but just those knockdowns to prepare you, you've been successful. So just stepping onto that chariot alone, Scorpio, is a success. Okay? And you're going to be recognized for something. Recognized for something you did, or for some service you gave, or recognized for your ability. You're going to be recognized for something. I feel like, Scorpio, you just have a way with people. I feel like you have a way of speaking to people. I feel like you kind of have this certain respect when you walk around, when people see you. There's something about you that people just respect, and you're going to be recognized for it. Or acknowledged. Yeah, you're going to be acknowledged for it. Okay, so now let's go on, Scorpio, to your immediate present, my love. And I'm going to talk about the two cards that are flanking your center energy, which is the Emperor. And I have the Queen of Swords. We are getting word of something. These swords are showing up in every aspect of your energy. So we have the Queen of Swords along with the Two of Pentacles. And when I see the Two of Pentacles, it's, you know what? It's normally about, juggling life and things like that. But I think with you, Scorpio, I think it's really important that we have a balance of our work health life. Like I see that you have to be able to manage the two. This is very important, because I feel like that when you are doing really good at work, then your health starts to suffer. Maybe you go out for fast food, or maybe you just kind of eat whatever's in the fridge, and you eat the things that are the fastest and the quickest. Or even during those months where we're having a bit of anxiety because our month is going a little bit slower, you're not getting the like the organic food and things like that. Yeah, it's so interesting, because I see that when you're busy at work, you eat out more, right? And this is affecting your health. And no matter how many vitamins you take, and no matter how many stairs you climb that day, it's not going to X out how you're treating your body. Relaxation is going to be very important. It just needs to be a good balance. And on the flip side of that, for those of us who are taking this time to where the universe is moving a bit slower, so you're kind of like, I don't have much to do, so I'm going to lay here. I'm not going to do too much activity, and let's just make sure it's balanced, right? So let's go out there and work hard, and let's go out there and take care of ourselves hard, right? You deserve it. This energy from this Queen of Swords. Yeah. So this Queen of Swords, there is this energy in your life, right? One who kind of tells it like it is, but not in a nasty way. That's normally the energy I get from the Queen of Swords, but this particular Queen of Swords, it's almost like, and I want to say she, but it's not a she for everyone. It really is a nurturing energy, right? So they're going to come to you, Scorpio, and they're going to recognize that we're not balancing, right? They're going to see something with your health, and this is not to scare you, Scorpio. This is only to prepare you, right? They're going to see something with your health and or work, how it's just not balancing, and they're going to say, hey, Scorpio, take care of you. If you can't do it for you, do it for me. Yeah, someone that really cares about you. And they're very nurturing. And they're just not afraid to tell you about yourself. And that's why you love them for it. And I see you brushing them off at first, Scorpio. Don't, right? Listen to what they're saying. And the reason why it's important that we listen to what they're saying, because, right, I'm seeing this in your moon energy, your ego energy, and your immediate present. This is spirit giving you a warning through them to tell you, okay? So it's important to listen to that. All right, let's expand on your moon energy here on this Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and this King of Swords. Let's see what other messages we can get. Right. Okay, so I expanded on that Two of Cups, and I got the Nine of Swords. I'm sorry, the Nine of Wands, along with the Seven of Swords. You know what is so interesting about this? Almost every sign is getting this doggone Seven of Swords. And that energy is one of dishonesty and stealing, not only stealing, just stealing and lying, right? Whether it's stealing of ideas or stealing of money or stealing of things. And with this Nine of Wands, I'm just getting this energy of, yeah, don't let work steal time from your relationships, okay? Yeah. Because it's almost like you're going to be telling yourself that. You're going to be telling yourself, I have to do this, because you're going to be so nervous about March being a little bit slower for you. So you're almost going to make this excuse of, I need to work more. I need to close these deals more. Aha. Scorpio, listen. Even at work, right? When things are moving a bit slower. If you are in an environment to where you have like an up system, right? I'm very familiar with sales. If you have like an up system, or if, you know, a client comes in for a coworker of yours, or you run into a client that belongs to a coworker of yours, just because it's slow, this is not a time to kind of, you know, hey, I'm Scorpio, how you doing, right? Let's make sure we're maintaining our integrity, because at the end of the day, karma is karma, baby, right? Yeah. Okay. And let's expand on that King of Swords. We have the Two of Wands along with the King of Pentacles. So already these messages that you're going to be getting, right? This is going to help you on that next stage, on that next phase, right? Remember that opulence I was talking about? Like, I see it here. Spirit also sees it for you. They see that you want to travel in opulence. They see you want to do your own thing in opulence, in elegance. Like, right? That's what this King of Pentacles is all about. Look at him, right? Look at how that sun is shining. It has to be 100 degrees outside, but honey, he has on his robes and his jewelry because he is opulent. So I see that not only do you want that for yourself, but I see that Spirit wants it for you too. And then I expanded on that Page of Pentacles, and I have the Queen of Pentacles. So definitely there is some family. There's some family that's really involved here. I almost see like this Queen of Pentacles. It's like a, is it like a grandmother, grandfather? I feel like a grandmother, grandfather energy. The message I feel like I'm getting from like a grandfather or emperor kind of energy. But now I have like grandmother, grandfather energy living. Let's see. Thank you. And I expanded on that Queen. And I have the Three of Cups along with the Five of Swords. So the Three of Cups is all about coming together. And because I do feel like this is kind of family oriented, right? Yeah, Scorpio. honey, I just don't want you to worry about March. I really don't, because it's going to affect your family life. And this energy is all about just enjoying the moments. Don't let your anxiety create these little irritations, right? These little squabbles without reason. Because there is no reason. You're just a little worried, that's all. Those things that you're kind of popping off about, they're really not that big of a deal in the big scheme of things, okay? Because look, everyone else is like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Follow that lead. Don't overdo it. And I mean that financially. There's things you can do at home and celebrate. Sometimes it's just about spending time together to where you don't have to spend a doggone dime. I see. So for those of us who are in an environment to where a working environment, right? This is also, again, it's just another message of Scorpio. It's not the time to swoon in on other people's, leads or customers or opportunities. They're going to come for you, obviously, because I see it here with the King of Swords, your Two of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, right? Like I already see that happening for you. It's just going to be a little bit slower in March. So let somebody else be the star, Scorpio. Let someone else wear the crown for this month. Because I feel like that yours is coming in the next months. Okay? To where you're going to be able to celebrate. And I feel like that if we do this, then we're going to create an environment like that. Right? Without reason. Because it's already coming. Okay, let's see how it's going to work out in your sun energy. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you. Yeah. See? No need to worry. No need to worry. Wow. Okay. All right, baby doll. So I expanded on that Magician card, right? And I got the Page of Wands along with the Six of Wands. So that's already about celebrating. That's already about celebrating what you do, how you've done it. Job well done. This is a parade, right? If you are the one that's on top of the horse and people are cheering for you, you just don't be in a parade because someone just asked you to do it. It's because you've achieved. Not only is this all about achieving, this is achieving those things in your everyday life, right? And that's going to happen. And then with that Page of Wands, so I feel like that, you're going to create like a pipeline of work in March. So that's what it is. You're going to have more of a pipeline, not so much of, So that's why we don't need to worry. And this is why we don't need to worry. I expanded this on your King of Swords. We have the Sun card and the King of Wands. So, yep, you are going to be on fire come April. So this pipeline that you're creating and whatever that means to you, right? Because I see some of us, it's not in a sales kind of environment. It's not in I just see opportunities. Like I see that March is going to be a slower month for opportunities, but you're getting like this pipeline. So keep moving forward. Yeah. Keep moving forward. Whatever you're doing to create this pipeline, keep doing that. Don't stop that. Don't stop that momentum. Because come April, all of this stuff is going to start paying off and we're going to have prosperity, success, win-win, do it, got it. And this is proof, right? I expanded on that Chariot card. Some of us are looking for love, Scorpio. I see a twin flame coming. I don't know what that twin flame makes me kind of, ooh, right? But until I come up with something better, but I see kind of a relationship kind of brewing. Okay, those are for you singles. Chariot. I'm sorry. I got the Tower and then the Five of Swords along with the Nine of Pentacles, right? So that Tower card, because I have it coupled with the Chariot and then I have it with this here, this is the energy I get and feel for new relationships, right? Because this is when something just kind of boom, like what? where you come from? Right? And this is kind of letting go of that singlehood, because that's, that's one of the energies of the Nine of Pentacles. Because, I'm enjoying being single. I kind of like the single life, can do what I want to do, go where I want to go. Scorpio, you bots to be booed up, number one. Number two, for those of us, again, right? I feel like that Spirit really wants me to get across to you not to worry, that you're going to come across sometime in March to where you're just like, I just can't seem to get it. I can't seem to get someone to, move forward. I can't seem to get a deal. I can't seem to get a job. No one's right. But you already have the Chariot card in your ego, right? And with this Five of Swords, this is letting me know about that energy. You're like, no matter how much I do, no matter how many applications I give out, no matter how many people I call or email, seems like nothing is happening. That's kind of how you're feeling. And then this Tower card is that phone call of, Scorpio, are you ready? Right? To where now it's about to change your whole world. You were so busy worrying that you weren't preparing. You're like, shoot, I don't know what to wear. I gotta go get my suits cleaned. I don't know who's gonna watch the kids, right? I got my car's not right. I need to go fill that up. You want me to start like today? It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. And you are gonna feel like the money is good, life is good, that opulence that I want is happening. Like Spirit is working for you. They are working for you. Come on, your major arcanas. You have the Sun card, the Magician card, the Tower card, the Emperor's the center of your reading. What? Something's about to brew, Scorpio. Really, please tell me, like, come end of April, like what the heck happened? Because I need to know. I need to know. All right, let's expand in your immediate present. See what's going on there. Thank you. Wishing on a star. So I expanded on that Queen of Swords, and we got the Star card, Aquarian energy, along with the Two of Swords, right? So communication is going to be a huge key for you, Scorpio, because we have so many swords, and we have that Magician, and that Magician is a communication card energy, right? And with this Star card, because we are going to be led, we're going to be led to this opportunity, to these opportunities for some of us, right? And it's going to be to the point to where, like I said, April's going to be like on fire for you. You're going to be like, which one do I do? Because I can't do them all. This is why, for those of us who work with a group of people, stay on good terms with those folks, right? So that you can position yourself in a way to where you can go to those people and say, hey, can you help me out? Because if you position yourself in a different way, then we start having trust issues, right? And we don't want to create that from simple worry. And you really have nothing to worry about, because I expanded again on that Two of Wands. I'm sorry, the Two of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. I love that. We're headed in the right direction. Travel is, some of us are really going to travel here soon. And I really feel like it's going to be like so opulent. Like I see lobster, if that's your thing. I see steak. I'm a pescatarian, but I see steak. I see champagne. It just looks so lovely. I see massages. And really, we're going to have to put some work in to get her done. But like I said, come April, you're going to be like signing, booking, right? Getting, doing, going. Yeah. Yes. So I would spend this March just preparing for April and May, actually. I would prepare for April and May, because it's going to be like boom, boom, pow, right? And if you're not ready, it's going to create this kind of energy. I feel like that we can go either way. I feel like I'm getting energies from either side. If we don't prepare, then we're going to have this, right? And this, and this, right? But if we do prepare, then we're going to have this direction, right? Oh my goodness. I can't think of what. We're going to have confirmation that we're moving in the right direction, right? So we have choices, obviously, and that's in your immediate present. So that's something you're going to have to decide on in our near future here, Scorpio. All right, I'm going to do a final expansion on that Emperor card. Honey, we have swords and wands, right? And you know, a lot of you Scorpios get mixed up with fire energy, so it's so interesting how it's showing up because you all are so passionate, right? So you have the Page of Swords. So we are going to get word. It's inevitable. Okay, we're going to get word. We're going to get messages. We're going to have dreams, like all of it. Spirit wants to connect to you so badly. They're like, we're going to do it in your moon energy, your sun energy, in your present. We're going to come right, left, center. Like, yeah. And we also have the Fool card. What is happening, Scorpio? What you doing? You going somewhere. You doing something. Who you leaving behind? I almost feel like you're like eating my dust. I love it. I love this energy. It's good. Do not get too anxious, okay? Because March is going to be a little bit slower. Use that time to prepare because you about to take off. Yes. All right, Scorpio. Just feeling to see if there's any more messages here. That is it. Listen, I would love to give you a complimentary reading. Again, I am just overwhelmed with the response that I had with the first videos that I put up. I was so incredibly nervous to do this, to get on this platform, right? It's a little scary, but you all have been so encouraging, and I'm so grateful. So I will be choosing a person per sign to give this complimentary reading to. Just subscribe and then comment below. I love when you all comment. I read them. It brings me so much joy. And that's it. Listen, I'm going to see you next month, and I absolutely adore you, Scorpio.